So, Donald Trump, DJT, and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad debate. Okay, I know you Trumpsters out there. Take a chill, okay? You got to listen to the entire podcast here to get my point. Trump was terrible. You all saw it. You all saw it. You all watched it. Did an absolutely horrible job in the debate. And quite frankly, I don't think he should do another one. First and foremost, not everybody is capable of debating. And quite frankly, Donald Trump has been horrible at them. He really has. He's not been very good at these debates for some time. Some say he may have done well against Hillary Clinton. They say, well, yeah, he just crushed Joe Biden. He didn't crush Joe Biden. Joe Biden crushed Joe Biden in that debate. And let's understand, we're taking the word debate and we don't even use it properly. What these presidential debates have devolved into, kind of like those 1990s battles between rappers, where rappers will just make fun of each other and each other's mothers and whatnot to see who's going to win. I'm a big fan. I love debates. I listen to on a regular basis. It's actually put out. It's called the Soho Forum. Reason Magazine. It's a libertarian group that has various different debates on issues, and they actually debate issues. Nobody in the Soho Forum debates. You have people on opposite sides of very important issues. I mean, debating everything from vaccines, economic policy, whatever it may be. Neither side attacks the other personally. It's not what it's about. It's about trying to win over the audience based upon using your brain. But again, it's an intelligent lot that tends to listen to those things. We don't have debates in this country. We have rapper battles. Now, Donald Trump, he can't help himself. He really cannot help himself. I was thinking about it. There was this, I thought it was hilarious movie with Jim Carrey. It was a Farley Brothers movie, Me, Myself, and Irene. And Jim Carrey plays this police officer, this great guy, this police officer, but everybody takes advantage of him all the time, makes fun of him. And eventually he snapped, and he had a second personality come out called Hank, who would get angry and was complete opposite of what Charlie was. And again, it was a pretty funny movie. But that's Trump. That's Trump. And we all saw it. All Kamala Harris had to do was to bring up his debates. It's the weirdest thing going. It's like a trigger for Donald Trump. How dare you make fun of the size of my rallies and the people that are showing up to my rallies are the best rallies ever, and everybody loves my rallies. Nobody goes here. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? You kidding me? Actually, they're running commercials. Harris campaign is running commercials with that bit that Obama did at the DNC with the size matters thing with the debates. Anyway, he cannot help himself. He can't. Now, I thought from the opening moments of that debate, it was over. As soon as Kamala Harris started speaking, when he was asked about, are you better off today than 4 years ago? And she starts, I don't know, talking about her middle-class upbringing. I was like, oh my God, Trump could destroy her. Trump could destroy her. He didn't answer the question, and he failed to do it. I don't know if he has, and again, like I said, he's not a good debater. It's awful. Okay. I don't know if he does not have command of numbers and issues and facts, and he just goes scatterbrain up there. But he should have gotten crushed. I'm getting texts from my son, Stephen, during the debate. I remember Kamala Harris brings up people that he fired and left his administration. And I got a text, I'm like, why doesn't he? I mean, she's got 90% turnover on her staff, not only as vice president, but when she was senator as well. That's all you got to say. Excuse me, Madam Vice President, but correct me if I'm wrong. Do you or do you not have 90% turnover on your staff? Done. You don't have to go on this long soliloquy or anything. That's it. Yes or no? Do you have that? Yes, she does. Over. I mean, again, it's stuff that would have been, it should have been a no-brainer. Now, I want to talk a little bit because, again, this kind of pisses me off too, okay? What a bunch of wimps Republicans have become. I'm so sick and tired of all these people out there whining and complaining about the moderators. It's not fair. Life's not fair. Didn't I just recently do a podcast on that? Life is not fair. You are doing a debate on A, B, C. You already know going in that they've already given her 100% positive coverage. You're not prepared for this? Should have been a piece of cake. You need to be prepared. Yeah, I've told this story before. Again, kind of a bit of a sidetrack. I coached lacrosse. There's a very, very extreme rivalry between Long Island and Maryland. And when we go down to Maryland, play in various tournaments, I knew we were not getting any calls at all. I mean, brutal how biased the refs were down there. Now, here in Long Island, I'm going to be honest, our refs aren't biased. They just don't call anything. Games tend to get a lot more violent up here. But anyway, neither here nor there. In practice, I do this all the time. When we're doing scrimmages and practices and I'm officiating, the ref during the practice, I make absolutely horrible calls, bias calls on purpose to see how the kids are going to react, how you go about handling situations like this. You knew this going in. Stop blaming the moderator. Well, but they're already fact checking her. I mean, you got to be prepared for that. You can call the moderators right out there. Be prepared for what they're going to throw. There's no excuse for that. Then I'm watching the entire thing, and again, he's not. And I kind of was thinking to myself, why can't he be more like Reagan? Why can't he be more positive? Again, what we try here on the show is we cover a lot of, the issues that are facing the country, the issues that we have to deal with as a country. But again, you want to have a positive vision, an optimistic vision for the future. And again, he doesn't do that. He's not Reagan. He's not capable of doing that. And I thought about it over the past 24 hours. And I said, maybe we're asking too much. That's just something that he can't do. Project 2025 came up. And 95% of the populace doesn't even know what it is. And again, read it. It's Heritage Foundation. I happen to like Project 2025. I don't know why Republicans are running away from it. It's just about shrinking the size of government. The Heritage Foundation put together a similar plan in, 1979, 1980. This is the end of the Carter years, going into Reagan, as a vision for a better future, and it worked out pretty well. Check it out yourself. Because all they do is they make up lies about it. But again, you don't have to, just say, listen, I'm not a member. He says, I'm not a member of the Heritage Foundation. I never have anything to do with Project 2025. If you want to, throw nonsense up at a wall, to try to confuse people. I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do. But, easy to handle these things. Calm, not have to get angry. It's like, again, when you're arguing with stuff like that, it's like almost like arguing with a child. What's the point in yelling and arguing with the child? You just talk to me. So you make no sense. Okay, I'm not going to drag myself down into this, but it doesn't help as well. Again, on that, yesterday morning, he had to make the Fox News appearance, and we won that debate, man. Oh yeah, people are telling, 90% of the people, dude, where it drives me crazy. It really does. Because again, you don't know what to be. Donald Trump has got the little boy who cried wolf problem. Okay. He makes a lot of crap up all the time. All the time. He makes crap up. And we all know it. Again, he's got that massive exaggeration problem. I caught a fish this big. And when you do that, people are like, I don't know whether or not to believe what he's saying or not. But again, I mean, you could come out and say, you know what? I had a bad night last night. You know what? I shouldn't have let her get me rattled. Why not? And then again, go to the facts. He's got Vivek. He's got Tulsi Gabbard, even JD. I mean, they're going out there and doing that. If they want to continue to have them do that, fine. And he wants to continue to hold his rallies, fine. But I strongly suggest not doing any more debates. Again, just stuff that he should have had command of when he was up there, talking about consumer prices and comparing them to where they were. Because again, you knew Kamala Harris was going to talk about, mission accomplished when it comes to inflation. Well, okay. Overall food prices up 23% in the last 4 years. Again, eggs up over 60%, meat up 22%, housing prices up 23%. Energy prices increased 42%. Fuel oil up 70%. You go right down the line. These are the numbers. This is your record. Madam Vice President, and again, I'd be respectful as possible. Madam Vice President, how is this good for the middle class? Yeah, okay, inflation has come down, Madam Vice President, but prices haven't. Wages haven't kept up by any stretch of the imagination. Real median earnings for full-time workers last year, down 1.6%. 1.6%. And you could take a look. Okay. These are some of the numbers. Okay. Between 2016, 2019, incomes climbed. You go by demographic groups. For Asians, 14,600. Whites, 8,900. Hispanics, 6,900. Blacks, 4,500. Okay. Compare those gains over the past 4 years. We boosted growth. We boosted people's wages. We kept prices in check. The exact opposite was the case with your administration. How are raising people's taxes and increasing regulations, is that going to change the dynamic? Calm. Don't get angry. Calm, cool, and collected. Again, a awful, terrible, awful debate for Donald Trump. Doesn't matter. What did Kamala Harris win? I'm going to throw this out there. What did she win in this debate? Nothing. Nothing. You didn't win anything. the reality is, and again, this is where going into the Lion's Den, going on to ABC, I would have given it back to the moderators in a subtle way. People don't watch anymore. There are more people following shows on like mine, Megyn Kelly, Joe Rogan, X, than they are the networks. It was simple. This is why, again, guys, you want to fact check me all the time, want to throw things up there too, but you're not doing. This is why nobody's watching your programs anymore. And I say, quite frankly, if Madam Vice President would have agreed to have done this debate on X, we would have gotten a lot more viewers, quite frankly. Megyn Kelly's show is blowing away anything on any of the networks, crushing it. So what's going to happen? When I get back to what did you win? People are going to go back and they're going to look. They're going to check. They're going to look through some of this. Now, the goal of these debates, quite frankly, is you're trying to add. You're trying to bring people over to your side. You want more people to vote for you. Now, what did this do? Did this solidify the Kamala Harris base? Yes. Did it, again, solidify the Trump base? Yes. The super Trumpsters and the MAGA type, that they're ticked off. You disrespected my guy. Okay, it was unfair. And you didn't lose any voters there. The goal of debates is to bring people over to your side. What's going on? The independent voters, young people, whatever it may be. Do you think Kamala won anyone over? Did she say anything? What did you take from this? What did you learn? Did you get any policies or anything like that? How they're going to benefit you? Again, we got a life story, middle class background, opportunity economy. What's she planning on doing? Again, you can go to her website. We went over the policies this past week on the show. There's not much there. One sentence, two sentence. I don't think it's moved the needle. I don't think it moved the needle. So again, I'm thinking about it. I'm saying, what's the point? What's the point? I've thrown this out there before, and again, it's just me. I guess it's not good for TV. I'd love to see. I'd love to see a debate where, again, it's more, like I said, a real debate. You're not trying to make fun or tear down your opponent. You're basically debating ideas. You're debating ideas. So you structure debate saying, okay, for the first, you've divided up into things. For first 10 minutes, we're going to debate the national debt. You notice that? They didn't even discuss that. We're going to debate what the best way is growing an economy, whether it be a command and control out of Washington, D.C., or a more of a free market economy. That to me would be great. But, we'll never see that happen. Okay. So I don't even know why I'm even mentioning it. But yeah, did Trump get his ass kicked? Sorry, MAGA types there. He got his ass kicked. And he shouldn't have. All you needed to do is be calm, cool, collected, knowing what you were going into when you were up there, put a smile on your face, look directly into the camera when you're speaking. You could, when she talks nonsense, you just kind of like, let it go. You're entitled to your own opinion, not entitled to your own facts. You can say whatever you want, Madam Vice President, but this is the reality. Okay, this is the terrain. This is what's happened. This is your record. Done. Don't have to yell. Don't have to get angry. Anyway, WatchDog on WallStreet.com.